Let's talk a minute about personalized learning and its place in the music studio, your music classroom. Personalized learning is much like center based learning, is much like early childhood learning, where children are given the opportunity to direct their own learning. The key here is that in personalized learning, there needs to be accountability, there needs to be reflection. Not that there isn't in centers, not that there isn't in early childhood exploration, that sort of thing. As children engage in personalized learning in the music studio, they need to know where they're headed in the big picture kind of way, in a big picture kind of way. So, where do they need to go? And the first place I would direct you to look is at the national standards in the arts, and specifically in music. One of the things that I like about the national standards, at least this time around, is they start with questions. They start with questions. How do people do this, or why do people do that, or something like that, to get kids invested in wondering, which is great. I mean, we have come a long way since the time I started back in the dark ages. As you can see, I have taken the three big things of the national standards in all arts. We create art, we perform art in the performing arts, of course, and we respond to art. When you're going into personalized learning, you really need to make sure that you keep this as simple as possible so that you don't get distracted by the daily ins and outs of working with kids. If you can remember, create, perform, respond. Create, perform, respond. Anything that happens in your room is going to fall into one of those areas. Even without a lesson plan per se, you're going to cover the national standards. You just need to know that you're covering the national standards. So you can see here that I've added a little qualifier to each one. Create, imagining and developing a new artistic work. So you're asking your kids, well, did you create or imagine a new artistic work? A question. And then for performing, communicating artistic ideas and work of others through interpretation and presentation. Well, did you do that? And then finally, responding. I've added purposeful movement, which is kind of more dance, but it has a place in music as well. Purposeful movement, focused listening, or discussion. Did you do any of that? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Use a graphic like this to help initially guide your daily interactions with students. Did you create? Yes or no? Did you perform? Yes or no? Did you respond? Yes or no? And then qualify, well, how did you perform? Or how did you create? Or how did you respond? And then tie those big things into the minutia of the standards that you need to cover. In my work with children in the last 2 years, I have had this graphic as a screensaver on my smartboard. So that is up all the time so that I can quickly and easily refer to it, direct their attention. And this is great for kids because it keeps music as simple as possible. We're not trying to get fussy about, oh, it's the aesthetic of, oh, it's just, oh my gosh, music feeds that. No. Did you create? Did you perform? Did you respond? Anything else is going to be more of a value. Keep it very objective, and I think that you will fare better with children in personalized learning. So my challenge for you is to create a graphic for your screensaver on your computer, your smartboard, your whatever it is, so that children are continually shown what is truly the essence of the art we love, music.